This is Jimmy D with your Scrutinizer Minute. Hi, this is Jimmy D from Scrutinizer Minute, and today we're going to talk about network security. Hey, I'm the evil Jimmy D, and I'm the one that hacks into your network, I'm the one that steals your data, and I'm the one that causes you your headaches. So I should be the one talking about security. You know, evil Jimmy D, I think you're right. Let's talk about how you hacked into our network and how you got caught.
So here's how the whole thing went down. It all started with a phishing email, or something better known as a spear phishing attack. What's a spear phishing attack? It's when the bad guys, like me, send an email that appears to be from someone you know, but, as you guessed, it isn't. Its goal is to grab your credit card information, bank account numbers, passwords, basically all the financial goodies it can find. The payload in my email was a simple word attachment that I got off the web, which I customized for my own personal benefit, if you know what I mean. Now, I knew that the definitions on the IDS would be updated quickly. That also meant I only had a small window of time to get the payload to as many users as possible. So with a few adjustments here and a few adjustments there, I made the attachment and the email both look legit and shut it off. Now it's important to remember that in most cases, the endpoint solutions, like those firewalls or IDSs, they don't catch these things initially because until they have a signature, they don't know they exist. Normally, something like this would be detected and stopped via a spam filter point blank. But in this situation, the email in question passed through without any problems because it didn't have a definition either. Basically, it's a crapshoot and the odds, well, they're in my favor. Sadly, here's where my plan started to fail. Blixer's security guru, Tom Poor, well, he saw the attachment in his inbox and he knew it looked fishy. So he started doing some detective work. He forwarded the email and its attachment to the test email account in the sandbox and started digging. After a few minutes of analyzing its behavior, he soon found out that my little present, it wasn't as friendly as it looked. Matter of fact, it had a little surprise that contained an embedded VBA macro that, among other things, contacted a collecting domain, contacted a collecting server, installed some hooks and patches, contained a few C2 mechanisms, and to top it all off, it ran a shell command to help me spread the word.
This is why it's so important to have multiple layers of security on your network. It's also equally important to have complete visibility in your toolbox. So the next question you might ask me is, hey, evil Jimmy D, how do we, mere mortals, get this type of visibility and security on our network? I thought you'd never ask.
And that's where Scrutinizer came in. Remember my buddy Tom Poor? You know, the security guru for the company and the bane of my existence? Well, he opened up Scrutinizer and searched for anyone communicating with my nasty IP. He did this by clicking on the Status tab, choosing Wizards, and then All Exporter Search. He then made it destination host, entered in that IP address, chose the time frame of the last 24 hours, and then clicked Search. With this, he was looking for the presence or absence of any conversations to that IP address in the past 24 hours, and it did it across the entire network. Doing this let him know if anyone on the network had opened up my present. Now, he could see that there were conversations over multiple devices, so he had to narrow it down a bit by clicking here. He chose the core device, and then went to Source, username by IP address. Now he could see the users that had opened up my email package. Remember, there's a good chance that my nasty was still in someone's inbox, and even after the firewall had updated its patterns, it wasn't going to help because the nasty was sitting inside the network already. So the next step was to build a monitor. So he chose the time frame of the last 5 minutes, so this report would always show things happening in the last 5 minutes. You notice here, nothing was going on, so things were good. We saved the report, and then we added a threshold. Now, anytime it met or exceeded that threshold, it was going to alert us. Saved and edited that policy, and now we're ready to go. With this threshold, it changes the game. It's now monitoring for anybody who opens up that email inside the network.
Well, that's all for today. Hey, why am I closing the show? Well, it's because I'm the host of Scrutinizer Minute, and I think your ride's coming. Now there's a lot that Scrutinizer can do for you and your network. So make sure to check out the next in this series or just give us a call. Well, that's all for today. This is Jimmy D with your Scrutinizer Minute.